was a cloudy day, stuck in a traffic jam, swamped on a busy street. Now it's feeling like a clam, already on the edge, just timber on the rise. The driver smiles at me and say, oh, life could be so simple, but taking the day away, making time for some loving, put your son on replay. I'm watching an old-time movie, follow the clouds go by, and drift in the sky.
운전 중입니다. 걸레을 닦 후 건조를 시작합니다. 호스통에 장착해 주세요.
Things never fit to place. If you stay so uptight, just drop off your pretends to make them right. So when you get a bad day and things turn to the worst, remember these words. Life is so simple. Taking the day away, making time for some loving. Put your song on replay. I'm watching an old time movie. Follow the clouds go by. I'm drifting the sky. Taking the day away, making time for some loving. Put your sound on play. Watching an old time movie. I'm just a cloud.